Have you ever hired someone that you thought you could trust, only to be completely wrong? Or maybe you're struggling right now to build real connections with your team. Hey, friends, thanks for joining today on Leading with Bill. I'm Bill Martin, and I'm your personal leadership coach. And this is where biblical wisdom can transform your leadership approach. So today, we're diving into one of the most crucial aspects of leadership, building trust. And who better to learn from than Jesus himself? We'll look at how he chose his disciples and what that teaches us about creating strong, trust-based relationships in our leadership journey. So let's turn to Luke chapter 6. We're going to read in verses 12 through 16. So starting in verse 12. One of those days, Jesus went out to a mountainside to pray and spent the night praying to God. And when morning came, he called his disciples to him and chose 12 of them, whom he also designated apostles. Simon, whom he called Peter, his brother Andrew, James, John, Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew, Thomas, James, son of Alphaeus, Simon, who was called the Zealot, Judas, son of James, and Judas Iscariot, who became a traitor. Now, before choosing his disciples, Jesus spent the entire night in prayer. So think about that. The Son of God took time to pray about his team selection. So this teaches us our first leadership principle, which is important decisions deserve intentional preparation. Jesus chose 12 men from different backgrounds: fishermen, tax collector, and others. Now, they weren't the religious elite or the most qualified on paper. So what mattered was their potential and their willingness to learn. So as leaders today, are we looking beyond surface qualifications? Are we seeing the potential in people that others might miss? So let's break down Jesus' trust-building approach. He invested time in relationships. He was transparent about the mission. He gave them responsibilities gradually. He provided both support and challenges. And finally, he demonstrated vulnerability by sharing meals and life with them. So how do we apply this in our leadership today? Well, let me share 3 practical steps. First, assess your current trust level. So here are some questions to consider. How well do you know your team personally? Do they feel safe sharing concerns with you? And are you consistently following through on your commitments? Second is to create intentional trust-building moments. Examples include having regular one-on-ones, hosting team building activities, and sharing in learning experiences. And third, demonstrate vulnerability first. So this might look like sharing your own challenges, admitting when you were wrong, or even asking for feedback. Now remember, trust isn't built overnight. Jesus spent 3 years developing his disciples, but it starts with intentional steps today. So which of these steps will you start today? Leave a comment below sharing how you plan to build trust with your team this week. And if you found value in today's leadership topic, hit like and subscribe. Now I have a question for you. Are you currently a leader or manage other people, but you want to be a better leader? Perhaps you feel stuck as a leader. Or maybe you're someone looking to take an intentional step in your growth and development. If so, I have a free resource available for you. It's a values-based leadership assessment. Now, what is this? Well, our values are personal and core to who we are and how we live. Identifying and understanding our values is a foundation as we discover that we are made on purpose and for a purpose. So just click on the link in the description below to get this free resource. I'd love to share it with you. Now, friends, I'm thankful for you and thankful that you chose to join in today on Leading with Bill. Remember, trust in the Lord with all your heart. See you next time.